Hey, how's it going? I got a 2001 Honda Rubicon, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install a winch. I was looking at YouTube the other day, just purchased this, trying to see step-by-step procedures. Didn't see any, so I thought I'd make one and just share it with the world. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get up to your ATV or quad and kind of look at what you're working with. So as you can see, you got your little grill front plate right there. So the first thing you need to do is go in there and take off those 4 screws. Alrighty, so like I said, these are the 4 bolts right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've already gone ahead and loosened them. After you got those off, it literally just pops off. Boom. And then you're left with that. Alright, so today we're going to be installing the ZXR 2500. This is from Badlands. I got a Harbor Freight. The one that comes with it, the guide that comes with it, does not fit the plate, so you're going to have to purchase one off Amazon. This is the one I bought. It was about $9, not very expensive. So the plate I got, you can get it off of Amazon or you can get it off of eBay. Comes with some instructions. It's pretty straightforward. Comes with a mounting bracket and nut and bolt. And then it comes with the plate. Alright, so this is the plate. So the way it goes is it actually sits in the ATV like this. If that makes sense. Alright, so the 2 bolts you're going to have to take off is this one right here, and then on the opposite side right there. Alright, so as you can see, I pulled those bolts out right here. So this is the plate, how it looks fitting in here. The dry fit fits just like that. You can see that. See how the holes match up right there. Same thing on the other side. So alright, let's knock out those back 2 screws first. Alright, so now these bolts are in. These are the bolts that came with them. Like I said, 2 bolts, 13 millimeters. The ones that you take off are going to be 12 millimeters. But they're just kind of old, so I just replaced them with the ones that they came with. They're also longer, so that way it can compensate for the extra metal that gets added. Alrighty, so this is what the U-bolt's supposed to look like. This is a dry fit before I've tightened it down. Make sure that you put the curve up against the actual bar and not flipped upside down. It's important that it's like this or you won't be able to tighten it very well, and it's possible to damage the U-bolt. So, alrighty, so that's what it's going to look like when it's tightened. Make sure that you don't put a lot of torque on these when you're tightening, or there's a big possibility that they're going to snap right here in the middle. It's not very strong metal. So yeah, this is what the bracket's going to look like when it's on there mounted. Alright, so this is the winch. ZXR 2500 Badlands from Harbor Freight. Alright, so this is everything that comes with the Badlands ZXR 2500. So you got the winch, you got a plug-in cable, you got the wireless remote, you got the circuit breaker, this is the receiver, and then you also got the hook and then a permanent fastening. So like I said, this is the guide. This is the one I bought. This one's too small, it won't fit. As you can see, there's a difference. So you're not going to be able to use this one. You're going to have to buy a separate one like this. So, alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to mount this. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like when it's in there. So there's just the 2 bolts. As you can see, they come up from right here. Make sure that you have the tops sticking up, because if they're sticking down, they're going to get in the way of the winch. As you can see, there are more places you could try to mount it. For the Badlands one specifically, the holes don't really match up that well with the other ones. So the only two that they really match up with are those two in the middle. So I mean, as you can see, the winch cable will fit perfectly pretty much through there. The only kind of annoying thing is that the wire spots are outside this protective bar right here. But yeah, that's pretty much how to mount it. Now the next thing is going to be to set up the guide here and then put on the hook. But yeah, this is the one that comes with the Badlands. So as you can see, those holes don't really match up. What it's going to look like after you install it. That's just the two bolts right here that come with it on either side. And then, yep, you just pull it through. And then, yep, put this on. It's a little safety pin. You attach it, slip it on. And yeah, that's it. Alright, so the last part is going to be the wiring. Alright, so this is going to be a very straightforward setup. So here are the instructions. As you can see, you got your two cables that connect to the winch. They go to the receiver for the remote control. They go to the circuit breaker, which then just directly hook up to the battery. And if you want to use the wired portion, you just plug it into the box. So remember, these two are going to go to the winch. They're even labeled to winch, the positive and the negative, to the breaker, to that, and then to the battery. Okay. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we need to take off all these plastics. Next thing we do, take off the seat. There's a little lever right here. Pull it. It just comes off. Put your seat down over here. Alright, battery's exposed. Get your hot. Get your ground. Alright, next thing you do is you take this off. This is very easy. You just pull. There's some little clips that hold in place, no screws. Kind of swiggle it back and forth. Pops off, set that down. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this black piece right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our little tool and we're going to pop this off, pop this off, pop this off, and then pop this one off. That's that piece off. You got a lot of your wiring exposed. So as you can see, here's your main wiring harness. Alright guys, so I went ahead and mounted my box right here. As you can see, I screwed through that plastic. There's nothing actually behind that, so the radiator's right there, but that's just a cover for the radiator. As you can see, the wires are extremely short, so you're kind of limited where to put your box. I kind of hoped to be able to put it behind that and out of this wheel well, so the mud wouldn't get to it. But Badland says that this is a water sealed box, so your wires should not get damaged. For down here, I'm going to need to buy some boots to cover these leads, so that way water doesn't get in there. That does not come with the Badlands kit. But okay, as you can see, the wires are ran back here, and they come back out this side right here. So they're not really getting in the way of anything. They're not gonna, be blocked or inhibit anything actually moving. So that's good. Now I'm just gonna pretty much just zip tie them in here. I have to shorten the cable somewhere, and then just hook up the leads to the battery. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright guys, so we're back. Just got that all installed. So as you can see, I got the negative wire right here, the positive wire right here. I had them I had the wires kind of travel, as you can see right here, from that box. Had them zip tied to where the other wires are at. Had them travel kind of back here, and then I put that circuit breaker tucked away right there. So this circuit breaker box is also supposed to be waterproof, according to Badlands. Alright, so as you can see guys, The extend works. And then the retract. There you go. Alright, so a little update. After I showed you it worked, I went to put this piece on and realized that the guide was in the way and that I had to take it off. So all you have to do is take off the guide, take off the hook, and then you're gonna put the wire through this bottom hole, bring it up, and then it just pretty much will fit on like that. Boom. Does that make sense? So all you're gonna have to do now is attach this to here, make the wire go through, put it all back together, and then everything will be how it's supposed to be. Okay. Alright, YouTube. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. So sorry for that curveball. Well, thanks for watching. Again, this is on a 2001 Honda Rubicon with the Badland 2500 ZXR winch installation. If this video helped you out, please let me know down in the comments. And if there was something I could have done to improve the video, also please let me know. Again, thanks for watching and have a good one.